Hello and welcome to episode 2 of
the Dudes in the Closet podcast. I'm your one half of a host, Josh.
And I am like a third of a host at this point. I was crushed. My brain is not working nearly to what the levels that we would expect on a typical Saturday. But we're going to do it.
Man's a little goopy today. You know how it be.
Goopy, yes. That's the exact feelings I was feeling at this moment.
Big goop. So, Hudson.
Yes.
I gotta say, it's been quite the week. We've learned a lot. We've recently had a new Josh crowned king, by right of combat. That's pretty good.
Yes, little Josh.
Well, Josh, the man.
Oh, man, that was just so much fun to witness a meme come to like the perfect conclusion. I really hope they do that Josh fight every year. That would be great.
Really inspirational.
For that Josh. So now you're not a Josh anymore, are you? Can you be Josh? I don't know how that works.
So like I'm pretty sure it has to do with like legal rights, you know, but like it's a long complicated thing. I mean, I might have to like forego the title for a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine.
Just call you Joe.
Joe? Joe Mama?
Joss.
No.
Joss Whedon is on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. How did it feel for Justice League to be remade in a way that was way better than anything you could have ever done, Joss?
I'm gonna be honest, pretty sad. I hope they don't scrap my movie.
They did. They totally did. 100%.
Dude, I'm telling you, what's gonna happen, I'm calling it now, folks. We like the old Justice League, so here's the deal. The Schneider cut is gonna be the legit Justice League, and then the Joss Whedon cut. The Joss Whedon cut's going to be like alternate universe because they're making that Flash movie.
Are they still making the Flash movie?
If they make the Flash movie, they're going to do probably Flashpoint Paradox, and then the Joss Whedon Justice League is going to be an alternate universe.
Oh,
they're going to do
no. Oh god, that's so much worse.
Well, yeah, but that's like 75% of the DC lore is that the Flash went too fast.
It's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen.
I guarantee you it is.
Snyder.
I'll bet on it. Right now.
No, I don't. That they're going to put all those resources to having a separate Whedon verse.
Oh, they're not going to have a separate Whedon verse. They're just going to do the Flashpoint Paradox so that they can reset the universe a little bit.
Oh, okay. No, I can see that.
But I do hope we get a Nightmare movie. The post credits. Well, spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't watched the Snyder cut of the Justice League, get out of the hole you're living in.
Well, it's 4 hours long.
Yeah, but
it's 4 hours long.
Everybody's got 4 hours.
No, they don't.
I do.
Not everybody is a piece of shit podcaster.
Yeah, not everybody's doing nothing with their life other than, talking to a microphone in a proverbial closet.
Yes. Exactly. People have jobs. They're maybe working at Burger King or something. How are they going to devote that much time to spend 4 hours? No, it was pretty good. I did enjoy it. Definitely improvement over the original. It did not have to be 4 hours long. I feel like they just let him do it because they're like, we need more money. So yeah, HBO Max.
But I mean, wasn't it originally going to be like a trilogy? So like,
it was. I don't know if it was originally supposed to be a trilogy, but I do know that recently I read Zack Snyder wanted Batman versus Superman to be Son of Sun and Night of Nights.
Really?
Genius. This man is on another level. He needs full creative control immediately.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, right? He does do like the sort of grimdark superhero storytelling really well. He does. It's just, my beef is, why all the Jesus analogies with Superman?
It's lazy. It's lazy analogies. I mean...
Like, okay, look, you're falling out of a building, now T-pose. Right?
Everybody catch that?
Oh, whoa.
Aslan is back, everybody. We're in Narnia. But, guys, it's the Justice League. It originated from fucking, like, the Super Friends and stuff. Like, it shouldn't be this serious. That's something I didn't like as much. Slow motion, and then you have Wonder Woman's, like, music always coming on whenever she's on screen.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, God.
I mean, admittedly, right, despite Disney being its, cesspit, at least the Marvel Universe takes itself a bit less seriously.
That's true, but I don't know.
A little bit. Not much.
As we're becoming men and we're no longer children, it's hard to balance the love for superheroes that I still have while also realizing that this is all just candy for the eyes.
Well, that's the point.
And Marvel really gets that.
Candy.
It's a little bit like when you go to the fair and you get the freaking funnel cake, right? You eat the funnel cake, tastes it pretty good, but then you have this sinking feeling in your stomach.
That kind of film in your mouth, you're like...
It's what the hell is this?
Yeah.
That had no nutritional value whatsoever.
Yeah, I just ate a lot of nothing.
That's basically how I felt with some Marvel movies and with the recent series too. I bite it, I chew on it.
Oh, you mean WandaVision?
WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I understand that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is very, filler.
It's pretty meh. I mean, there's some stuff in there that's cool, and feeds the monkey brain.
I hear WandaVision's got a really, really cool premise, but it's also half actually interesting and half just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. but worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. vibes there. And
yeah.
It's I don't know. You can tell that the effort put into... I mean, there is a lot of effort put into it, but at the end of the day, where's the nutritional value? I need my vitamin D.
Yeah.
I need all this stuff. I'm not getting it.
Vitamin D, huh?
But I'll tell you about a movie that did give me some nutritional value. It was just really bad. Well, it wasn't bad. Okay. Movie called The Stanford Prison Experiment.
Oh,
Josh,
yeah.
have you heard of this?
No, I've heard of the Stanford Prison Experiment. We do a little prison experiment.
So for people who are listening who don't know what that is, Stanford Prison Experiment happened in the early 70s at, you guessed it, Stanford. And basically it was something where they had a bunch of college men go, and half of them were prison guards and half of them were prisoners. And they gave the prison guards sunglasses and batons. And it was supposed to be for 2 weeks. And they were it was an experiment to see how the power dynamics would go. And it devolved very, very quickly, and they had to cancel it after only 6 days. I won't tell you everything that happened in the experiment, but let's just say it's pretty disturbing. It's one of the most infamous experiments of all time.
Yeah.
And of course I chose a movie on that subject to watch to relax.
Oh yeah. Is this the lore? Is this the lore today? The Stanford Prison Experiment lore?
Sure. I mean, that's what I know about the Stanford Prison Experiment lore.
I mean, you could also talk about what's other weird psychological experiments, like the mouse utopia?
What?
Yeah, the mouse utopia. So basically, it was scientists were trying to create mouse utopia, right?
What does that mean, mouse utopia?
Basically, they had a lot of mice, right?
Okay.
And they had food and stuff. They would give the mice enough food to eat and water to drink and all that, regular interaction. And the mice actually developed a stratified society and devolved into cannibalism and stuff, and it was really weird.
Oh, I do know. Wait. You're referring to the cardboard one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit, dude.
Wacky. Where there were mice that were just beauty mice that just didn't do anything and only ate and just sat around and just didn't reproduce. And then there were a bunch of mice that were just going absolute cannibal. I mean,
good lord. I would feel the same way if I was being handed cardboard every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like school where we're forced to eat Cece's pizza every day. That's chaos.
I thought we had Mazio's.
No, that was Cece's.
Was it?
Why do you think it tasted like cardboard?
Oh, yeah, fair.
Now,
why didn't they ever give us the macaroni pizza?
I guess Michelle Obama
took
I remember distinctly the cookies going way down in quality.
Oh, dude. Man, after... There was a certain point I remember. They used to have the good, proper, actually decent cookies. They had the good, maybe, 4, 5-inch diameter cookies. Nice, fluffy, thick. And then they stayed the same size. Except for they got that fake soft consistency.
Oh yeah,
plasticky.
Oh god.
You know that Gooey Chips Ahoy.
Yes,
dude.
I think
I don't like the consistency. It's just so artificial when they have cookies that are just like unnaturally softened. You know?
Yeah. No, that was definitely a thing.
It always tastes off. It just tastes wrong.
I realized, and of course we knew this when we were in high school, that they weren't really putting any effort into our meals there.
Yeah, no.
But that really became...
Bro, we had like fucking breaded marinara sauce. Like, fried, dude. It was rancid.
No, yeah. We had that stuff at the OU cafeteria a few weeks ago with the ice storm.
No, seriously.
Yeah, when none of the chefs could come in, they had that stuff.
Oh, so they straight up like had it in cold storage.
Which made me realize that, they just did not have chefs.
They were just eating, we've been eating cold storage meals. For
everything.
The past, yeah.
And we went to a school that had a lot of resources, so I can't even imagine.
We were a nice school. Good school.
It was nice public school.
But all the money, all the bond money was getting spent on buildings instead of like anything useful. We had a planetarium, but we didn't have good t-shirts. We had a few.
You could flex with the planetarium. That's the thing.
Oh yeah,
bring in
seriously
tourism from the other people from other school districts to come to our planetarium.
I actually did a voiceover for one of the planetarium shows.
I remember.
Yeah.
Did you play like a lion or something?
I don't remember, dude. I have no clue.
You don't remember? Dang.
Yeah, no. But it was pretty funny. You know, talk about the solar system. It wasn't a very advanced planetarium show. It was like an 8th, maybe 7th, 6th grade planetarium show.
Planetarium's just so cool. That's one of the few things. I mean, when you grow up, you're kind of overexposed to a lot of stuff. So things that you used to like find a lot of joy in, maybe you find kind of arbitrary or just kind of, same old, same old. There's not a ton of planetariums out there. So I feel like when you go to a planetarium, you can kind of recapture some of that
still get the whimsy.
Childhood joy, the whimsy of your neck going up in kind of an unnatural way to look at the sky.
Yep. Yeah, just, slowly, carefully reshaping that spinal column.
That's what we're all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. It's like a chiropractor, but in reverse, and it takes a long time. Isn't life just a reverse chiropractor?
From dust we came, and to dust we shall return.
Indeed.
Chiropractor's office slogan. Josh, you're interested in medical stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best type of doctor there is? Not in terms of their job, but in terms of how happy they are.
What? How happy they are?
Yes.
Like
we can already remove dentists.
Doctor satisfaction, probably dermatologists. Dermatologists are probably the happiest.
Really?
Yeah, they get paid a lot of money to do facelifts, like plastic surgeons.
That's plastic
surgery. No, dermatologists get paid to look at skin, look at moles, do boob jobs on occasion.
I didn't know dermatologists did plastic surgery.
Well, they do stuff like that. They don't. Some. It depends, right? It's all skin related stuff, so a lot of the appearance stuff has overlap.
Oh.
But really, they kind of just look at things and they're like, is that skin cancer? And then if they say, oh, that's skin cancer, and then, they write you a note and tell you to go to someone else. Because it's not their problem if it's actually cancer. It's just...
Not my problem.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Bye.
There's a reason why dermatology is such a sought-after field in the medical field. Because it's low risk,
Yeah.
Really low risk. Dental, high risk. If you screw up dental, you're going to get sued major.
Josh, haven't we both known dentists who've committed suicide? Or is that just me?
I don't know a single dentist that's committed suicide.
My dentist committed suicide.
Did they?
Yeah. I won't say his name.
Yeah, for respect for the family.
It was just like, I didn't realize this, but after the fact, apparently dentists have like the highest suicide rate of like any like higher up profession.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I think digging in people's mouths all day probably does something to the soul, you know what I mean?
It grates on your mind a little bit. Weighs on you.
All the screaming children.
One too many teeth.
Let me see those teeth.
Open up them chompers, mate. Hey, you gotta go to
I'm
the
so
net.
glad we have anesthetic.
Yeah.
Holy, I just, my pain tolerance is not high enough. I would just die from a broken foot or whatever. I would not want it to be worked out. Just let me die.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it'd be tragic if you broke your foot. Really,
that would be, man.
Really
I
tragic.
agree. I mean, it's not like I run or anything. I do walk on occasion.
Yeah, you do a little bit of jogging.
a little jog / walking. What's that?
Walking.
Jogging? Jogging?
Yeah, no.
Jogging.
No, stop there.
I love jogging, okay?
Okay. Well, riddle me this, Batman.
Yes.
How about rock climbing?
In terms of...
In general.
Ooh, what about that rock climbing, am I right?
How about that rock? What's the deal with rock climbing?
My hands are fucking tiny, dude. I'll try to climb, and you see those guys, they have like these super defined fingers.
Yeah.
Like the guy who did the free...
They got the claw machine hands.
The claw machine hands, baby.
Yeah.
And they're grabbing those plushies. I would not. I would probably fall pretty easy. I don't know. I mean, I think you get pretty fit rock climbing.
Most definitely. The problem is there's like a bit of an entry level upper body strength you kind of need.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't do a pull-up, you don't stand a chance on the wall.
I think it probably teaches you like endurance and creativity too, because you have to find ways to...
I mean, it's a little bit of a spatial awareness thing, you know? It's a little bit of a,
Not my specialty.
Yeah, you gotta get a cursory idea of geology if you're doing it in the wild.
Yeah, you need to know if it's limestone or gravel or other assorted sediments.
Yeah, a little bit of that shale.
Oh. Big shale guy over here.
I like shale.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you like it more than other assorted rocks? Isn't this an exciting podcast, everyone?
It's the geology podcast today. I like shale. I do. I had a geology kick back in the day. I'm a big fan of rocks.
That was one of my childhood passions, definitely.
Yeah.
But it wasn't based on any science stuff. It was like,
what's your favorite rock? And
well,
I mean, it could be a gym too. We don't discriminate here.
We don't discriminate. I really like Tiger's Eye.
Tiger's Eye is a respectable choice.
Yeah, Tiger's Eye is really cool.
I like it. I really like the look of raw emerald. Not
raw emerald, like not cut at all.
Not cut, just raw, because it's always like it's just a green rock, and it's really cool. It's like a dark green rock. It's great, right? I also like sapphires and rubies because they're just in their raw form. You can tell because they're way heavier. They're like 2 times heavier than any rock of similar size. Really funny.
It makes me think about the first people who like looked at these rocks and like, this has value.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut this bitch, see what happens.
I mean, that might have been how it went. I don't know. I don't understand that.
We weren't there, so.
I'm not a jeweler. I'm not a real rock expert. I'm no processor of rock.
Do you think jewelers or dermatologists are happier?
On average?
Yes.
Probably dermatologists, but I wouldn't know. Best guess.
You watch Uncut Gems. That... Okay, I thought that the Stanford Prison Experiment movie... Okay, imagine a subject like the Stanford Prison Experiment, but it's filmed like Uncut Gems.
Oh, seriously. Uncut Gems is filmed to where you're just 100% adrenaline the entire time. It's just adrenaline-filled delirium the entire movie.
Didn't we watch that movie together?
Yeah.
And we watched it, we went late, and so the only seats that were available were the ones like...
Right in the front.
That was awful.
It was a good movie.
It was good, but my eyes...
Oh, yeah.
It was the salt on the senses.
Bright.
Yeah. Adam Sandler did a good job. I wish he would do more kind of serious stuff like that, where like, serious subject matters. Most of his films nowadays seem pretty...
crass.
Crass.
We got Click. We got...
just like him hanging out with his actor buddies and they try to be funny.
Yeah, and then they like, slow-mo boob. Wow.
There's value there. Now that I think about it.
A little bit of slow-mo boob. Yeah, okay. Horny ass.
Speaking of horny, you ever watch Paul Blart Mall Cop?
Yeah, I did. That honestly, the Detroit Rock City scene from Paul Blart Mall Cop is a really, really good scene.
I don't remember that scene.
So, remember, it's Christmas or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
And Paul Blart is on the night shift at Christmas, right? Because there's a bunch of dudes trying to break into the mall. And he goes into the arcade, and there's a Guitar Hero arcade, and he plays Detroit Rock City on the Guitar Hero arcade while there's a montage of these dudes breaking into the mall, right? You remember that?
Oh, now I do, yeah.
That was such a well-filmed scene. I loved that scene. That's probably the best scene in the movie right there.
You think so?
Yeah.
I really like it when he's on the ground because he's a diabetic and he doesn't have...
hypoglycemia.
Yeah, and then he sees the
lint-covered lollipop. Oh, nasty. Hey, good movie though. I mean, it really.
No, have you watched the sequel?
No.
Bruh. Yeah, the sequel isn't quite as good. I mean, it's in Las Vegas though, so
it's in Vegas.
It's fun. Yeah.
No, I don't really think the sequel would have gone anywhere. That was kind of a one and done movie. And I mean, what was it Kevin James?
Kevin James. The reason why I brought it up.
He's got a knack. He's good.
Yeah. in Pixel, isn't it? Doesn't he play the president in Pixel?
Pixels? I don't know. I don't know anything about that movie.
It's good.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
What was another movie that Kevin James was in?
He was in that one about
when he was boxing, wrestling. What's it called?
That was like a bad Nacho Libre.
Yeah, it was bad Nacho Libre. It was.
It was like a similar premise, but not nearly as funny. And I don't know if you put them head to head.
Nacho Libre is great. It really
Jack
is.
Black is just an incredible talent.
Definitely a great comedic actor, that's for sure. He's got the vibe.
He's got that fire that just does not extinguish at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he really uses his like, bigness to his advantage.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, well, there's a lot of comedy that comes from just like form,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Visual gags. The guys who made that movie also made Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. It's a very similar style.
Yeah, you can tell. They're kind of like awkward. And that's how real life is. I mean,
All right. To completely throw us off topic from this wonderful movie discussion, what are your opinions on shag carpet?
Shag carpet?
Yeah.
Despise.
You hate shag carpet?
I hate shag carpet.
All right, let me run you through a few things.
Okay.
Shag carpet, you despise it.
I have a deep-seated hatred of shag carpet.
All right. What about like a cashmere fucking rug? You go to the gallery, you get a Persian rug.
You know how much Persian rugs cost?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend that much money just to, spill my Pepsi on that bitch.
What's your ideal carpet?
None.
No carpet.
I don't like carpet.
Oh, you're a tile man, perhaps? Maybe hardwood floors.
Hardwood floors.
Hardwood floors?
Yes.
Hardwood floors. I respect a little hardwood floors, but you gotta be careful with the hardwood floors. They're pretty difficult to maintain if you're not really careful with them. I'm a tile man myself. I am.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about spilling stuff. You put it on the hardwood floors. If you spill enough stuff on that, boy, you don't clean it up immediately.
Yeah.
Get a little funky.
A little funky, a little warped.
A little warped.
A little bit
That's
puffy.
exactly how I'm feeling this morning.
You're feeling like a hardwood floor.
That's just been pissed on constantly by the pet.
Yep. Man. It's tragic. You see a lot of houses that have severe pet damage, man. Happens. People like their pets.
Keep your pets outside. That's my hot take.
Yeah, don't have pets.
No, you should have pets outside.
Yeah, that's fine. No, hey, I mean, it's fine. It's just, you're running a risk if you have a pet on a hardwood floor. I've seen a lot of really expensive hardwood floors get ruined by that. It's tragic.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of experience with hardwood floors.
What's your experience with hardwood floors?
I look at a lot of houses. I'm a
simple
simple man.
Right. I'm a simple man. I go into people's houses unannounced.
I break in.
Where's your cashmere tile?
Yep. CIA, don't at me. Or FBI. Probably the FBI.
FBI.
Yeah.
Speaking of the FBI, they're filming a movie. Scorsese's filming a movie right now about the FBI.
Oh, Scorsese.
In Oklahoma. Yes, the Oklahoma Patriot Podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to the Oklahoma Patriot Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what Scorsese is filming.
It's in Osage County.
Yeehaw.
Something Moon. It's based on a book.
It's based on a book
about the creation of the FBI. Apparently, Osage is a tribe and they got some oil up there.
Yeah.
And these white guys would marry these Osage women, and then they would murder them and get the inheritance.
And get the land for the oil.
Yes.
And
so people were like, this is sus.
FBI time.
So they created the FBI. We just spoiled the whole Scorsese movie for you. It's not worth watching anymore. Just listen to the In the Closet podcast.
Yeah, we talk about movies now.
Incredibly interesting.
Yeah. You ever been to Ponca City? I got food poisoning up there once.
You get food poisoning in Ponca City?
It's classic. What a place to get food poisoning.
Did you get it at the hot dog place in Ponca City?
Dude, I have no idea where I got food poisoning. I was like 6.
Oh. I was supposed to go to Ponca City when I was like in middle school. Ponca City, for those who are not aware or aren't Oklahoma Patriots, is
on the Oklahoma Patriots podcast, no less. I don't believe it.
Are there some goddamn Texans listening to this? I hope not. If you're from Texas, log out right now.
We don't listen to anybody from south of the border, the Oklahoma border.
Oklahoma podcast. Yeah, Ponca City is a town that's in like northeast Oklahoma, and basically it's famous for 2 things. It has this lady who lives up there who's like all the mothers like because she teaches them how to cook.
Are you talking about Ree Drummond?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
She lives up in Ponca City.
Ree Drummond, the pioneer woman?
The pioneer woman, which is bullshit, by the way, because
I've been to the Drummond Ranch.
Her whole shtick is that, hey, I'm gonna go. I'm
on the ranch.
I'm a city woman. I don't know how it's like to live in the country. She grew up in Bartlesville.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, that Bartlesville
is another town in Oklahoma.
It's yeehaw, but it's not like in the middle of nowhere.
It's not tiny.
Yeah, but it's not big.
It's a town.
Yeah, no. There's bigger cities near Bartlesville, just like stone's toss.
But you got that, and then you have the tall grass prairie, baby. You got some big cows, also known as bison.
Big cow.
American bison.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty majestic.
Yeah, big cow.
I'm really sad that we can't experience millions of bison.
I went to Yellowstone, saw a lot.
Not millions, though.
Yeah, but like a few hundred. Couple thousand, maybe.
That's cool.
Yeah, they had a big field, all had bison on.
But they had, bears and also, like, wolves and
yeah. Moose. Saw some moose.
Ooh, that's cool. Now, moose are stupid.
Yeah.
We're talking about stupid animals here. Moose, I have met a moose one time.
You met a moose?
Or was that a zoo?
I went up to Alaska, saw a moose on the side of the road.
That's a little scary.
Nah.
Which is cool. They're like, oh, there's a moose.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, because, moose, they'll survive getting hit by a car, but the car will...
The car will not survive.
The car will not survive a moose strike, that's for sure. Moose are absolutely monsters. They're huge tanks. They're unstoppable.
How do they find enough food to sustain themselves?
They do a lot. They eat. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, moose eat.
They eat grass
and stuff. I don't actually
berries,
know.
Maybe?
I don't actually know everything that moose eat.
I wish I did, man.
Yeah,
Moose man.
You'd be a moose expert. Go on Discovery Channel, get a new show, Moose Wars.
Moose Wars. You just see some like Japanese hunters in Alaska. Stop it.
No, nah. Russian though.
Russian?
Yeah, probably.
And you make them like comically evil.
Comically evil
they have
Russians.
little mustaches.
Just Eastern Orthodox priests with
they're like a full garb.
But
they have like
lever action rifles, just like
they have AKs.
Yeah, exactly. They got the Kalashnikov.
We are here for the moose.
We come for the moose, please.
Please, where is your moose?
Yes, give moose.
I do not want to ask again.
I do nothing but drink vodka, go to Eastern Orthodox Church, and shoot moose. This is how I survive.
The great rat, the moose used to run most of what is today Russia.
Yeah. Man, wacky.
The Great Moose Wars. And also, the Russians won that one. But we've seen some pretty high profile wars that were lost by humans. We take it for granted nowadays because we have nukes and anime and other advanced stuff, but...
you got the Pigeon War, you got the Emu War.
The Emu War... Wait, the Pigeon War?
Yeah, China tried to get rid of their pigeon population.
And they lost?
Yeah, they lost so horribly. the pigeons just were, migrating around and reproducing way too quickly. So they ended up producing like really, really skittish juiced pigeons accidentally through natural selection.
Oh, so did the pigeons become more violent?
No, the pigeons just became like, fucking Mission Impossible, Bruce Willis from Retired Extremely Dangerous kind of vibes.
I feel like pigeons would be a lot more appreciated if they weren't gray.
Well, I mean, we had the whole like dove breeding.
Doves are pretty, man.
But see, get this. The pigeons are at their peak right now. They have reached the end of their evolutionary rope for the time being until they evolve again, until another big change in the pigeon population happens.
I think that probably has to do directly with human cities.
Yeah, most definitely. They're definitely very geared towards that. They kind of have an urban camouflage going on.
That's true. I mean, that makes sense.
Look, the pigeon on the sidewalk, if the pigeon don't move, you might not see it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of animals that live in the cities have learned to be nocturnal so they can avoid humans.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's a whole new breed of canine in Canada discovered in Toronto.
Really?
Yeah, that's basically a mix of dog, wolf, and fox. Like they found all the DNA of all. No, dog, wolf, and coyote.
Oh, yo.
It's like a mix of all three.
It's just like trash eater.
They're slowly devolving into raccoons.
Garbage lord, yeah. That's pretty great,
The raccoons, they're also gray, aren't they?
Yeah. Now, that one's a little bit different. Raccoons have been around for a little while. They've been...
So have pigeons.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't know. I don't care.
Rest in peace, passenger pigeons.
Yeah,
I wish I could see you at Yellowstone. There's no more.
No more passenger pigeons.
This is so sad.
You could... I mean, there's people that do... What's the word for birding? The term?
Birding.
It's not birding.
To look at birds?
No, like raising birds.
Oh!
Like aviary.
Bird husbandry.
Yeah.
In Egypt, they raise pigeons to eat.
Do they?
Yeah, I saw it when I was visiting Giza.
Do they get like the Muslim don't eat like rats thing with pigeons or not?
What?
Yeah. Isn't there like...
I'm pretty sure pigeons are halal.
Isn't there like a thing about not eating vermin? So you can't like eat rats?
I honestly don't know.
Oh.
That's something to
well, if the pigeons are halal, then that's okay.
Yeah. They also train them to like go in circles. Like they can train them to go in circles in the air. And they have like competitions.
Do they eat the loser?
I don't know what they do with the loser.
Oh, see, so they have
pigeons. But you can raise your pigeons and you can train them to do like to go in a pattern in the sky.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool, actually. I agree.
I like it. Man. Nice. Pigeon training.
Probably does all kinds of pet damage inside. Pissing on my hardwood floors. Fucking giant-ass pigeon that we're going to eat later.
Everywhere. Yeah. That's rough. I don't know if they have a lot of hardwood floors in Egypt.
I can tell you they don't. I don't remember looking at the floors and being like, there's a distinct lack of wood.
Right.
But there's not a lot of forest in Egypt or anything.
But you're a bit of a connoisseur. You're a bit of an appreciator for hardwood floors. So I'd figure you'd notice.
A lot of housing over there. So when I lived in Cyprus, we lived in a house that was concrete.
Yeah. Concrete,
yeah. Concrete housing. You don't see that in Oklahoma very much.
You don't see a lot of concrete housing in the States.
Not really good for insulation.
No.
Actually, the opposite of good for insulation.
Really bad for insulation, patently.
But easy to make, so.
Yeah. Cinder block, slap them together. House done.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Easy clap.
Pigeon house. Welcome to the Pigeon House Podcast.
I'm your host, John Pigeon.
Why the hell are we gray?
I gotta say, I think there's been a lot of decline in food scraps in big cities recently. I went to Toronto, Canada the other day, and I could not get my hands on half of a panini.
This is so sad. Both that fact and this gag. Y'all having a good time? Shout out in the comments about the pain and suffering that we're causing you. At this moment.
Do you have any pigeon related inquiries? Don't ask us.
I wonder if there's an r/pigeons. There definitely is. Look it up right now.
Okay. r/pigeon?
Yeah.
Pigeons. r/pigeons.
I think...
On God.
No. There's So Josh misspelled pigeons.
I didn't misspell pigeons.
Yes, he did.
Look. I did not misspell pigeons.
He did it Pidgeon.
That's how you spell
No,
pigeon.
go back.
On God. That is how you spell pigeon.
Did you mean pigeons?
Oh, pigeons.
You fucking fool.
No, did you mean r/pigeons? I spelled it correctly.
Are pigeons something else?
No, that says ARE/PIGEONS, but that's not correct.
Just look up PIGEONS. Do it.
How to spell pigeon? Fuck. Wait a minute.
Got his ass.
Wait a minute. So actually, pigeon is a surname. That's an archaic spelling of the bird.
When I think of the way you spelled it, I think of like
but look
dialects.
They spelled it like this here. So look, pigeon picture, pigeon photo. Look at that thick pigeon.
But look up r/pigeon and spell the right way.
Okay, here's
Pigeon racing. There we go.
Here's r/pigeon spelled the right way. Oh, dude.
Ooh.
We got dove. We got pigeon tattoo.
Redbirds.
Pigeon. That's a thick pigeon. So for
You're not seeing any of this right now.
No.
We got some cute ass pigeons on the screen.
All right, I would recommend going to r/pigeons. They've got pigeons as advertised.
Probably a better use of your time than doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, stop whatever you're doing right now.
Stop feeding your family. Go into r/pigeons. Look at these creatures. Ooh,
Dude.
is that a brown pigeon?
Dude, look at that. That's a bread pigeons. Those are
Bread pigeons?
not bread pigeons, but bread like
Baguette.
BRED.
Oh.
Yeah.
BREAD?
No, not bread. So we have pigeons. Dope.
I'm really happy that this is what we've devolved to.
Yeah, well, I mean, we do a little bit of
Pigeon.
pigeon.
Yes.
I mean, I'm a big fan of pigeons. I like a little bit of that ornithology.
So, at a very nice high school that had a planetarium, but not good food, we also had an ornithology class.
Ornithology. I took zoology. We had an ornithology portion of that class, but we didn't have a full ornithology class,
I learned from ornithology class that birds do not have dicks.
Yeah, they don't. Well, they do, but
they don't. They have a little hole.
Yeah, they have cloaca. It's like they've got a combined system.
I didn't realize this, but they're like, I mean, if you're a bird and you try to fly and you have a dick, it's just too heavy.
Well, I mean, okay, they have an organ for the depositing of reproductive material. It's just they don't have it's not external.
As God intended.
Yeah, I mean, it's not external.
Yeah.
So
there's some birds that have very terrifying.
Duck.
If you're not aware, we're not going to discuss it. Just don't Google duck penis. do not Google duck penis.
Hey, do you think people eat duck penis?
Yes.
You think it's like a delicacy?
Probably. I think I remember seeing something about different reproductive organs being served as fertility. It's supposed to boost your fertility.
Oh, well, come on now. That's just ridiculous. Now we know a lot of.
I don't know. You say that, bro.
There's a lot of things that
you've never tried it, Josh.
I'm telling you, green vegetables and seafood will work the best for you.
You think so?
Yeah. Those are your aphrodisiacs that stimulate testosterone production. That's what'll get you fertile.
Wait. Seaweed?
Seafood.
Oh.
Shellfish.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Why is that?
It just do.
Just do?
I'll be honest, there's definitely some kind of complex reason for it, but I personally have not done enough research. Which is a bit uncharacteristic of me, but I haven't really been worried about the fertility
That's
effects.
the goal for the next podcast. See why.
Is the next podcast the reason why oysters make you nut?
Make me the big heart.
Yeah, okay. Is that where the name comes from?
No explanation needed, baby.
Yeah.
Oyster time.
The hard man eat oysters.
That should be like how they market that stuff.
What, as an aphrodisiac? You know, back in the day, in like gladiator times, they would sell like gladiator sweat as an aphrodisiac, as like
whoa, really?
As, like,
but I could see that being a thing because don't we buy You can buy celebrity stuff.
Yeah, you can buy like bathwater.
Those are the celebrities of the day, just like big honking slaves who were fighting each other.
Absolutely ripped men, fighting sometimes to the death.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I know it wasn't always to the death.
No, actually, it wasn't always to the death. It was usually to the death or to yield. Like, there were strict rules and regulations based on what you could fight with and how you could fight. So it was very much like boxing. Mm-hmm. But they still used lethal weapons.
I kind of want to see a real gladiator. Do you think that real gladiator fights still happen?
I mean, illegally.
Yeah, like, we never talk about it, but like, where can I find some real death?
Dude, we have wrestling and boxing, and sometimes people die in that.
That's true, but I want to see people like knife fights. But the knives are really long.
Well, okay,
and they're kind of like shaped like a
okay. then you need to watch like HEMA.
Bum fights. What?
You need to watch HEMA.
What's HEMA?
Historical European martial arts. It's just sword fighting.
Oh,
yeah,
HEMA.
People do that.
That sounds like a freaking shampoo or something.
No, but seriously, people do like actual like metal saber fighting and longsword fighting.
That's true. You have fencing, but fencing just seems so different.
No, fencing's wacky. Fencing's wacky, but HEMA, dope. Watch two people beat the shit out of each other with longswords. It's really fun. Or they have night fight. You know night fight?
Night fight.
Night fight.
Night fight.
So they get people, they dress them up in full armor, and then have them fight with blunted weapons.
Ooh.
Full metal.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was a
That's
show.
so heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, like Deadliest Warrior. Did you like that show?
No, not Deadliest Warrior. There was a show they had. It was like they had it set up like it was just an actual tournament. Mm-hmm. Right, but it was like on Discovery Channel, and they filmed it like it was like Chopped or something, where it was like individual rounds of dudes in armor beating the shit out of each other. Right?
Wait, what's it called?
Night Fight.
Night Fight. Okay.
Night Fight. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really cool, actually. I would recommend.
Does it seem real?
Oh, it's pretty much entirely legit, minus some of the weapons are either blunted or a little bit flimsier just for safety reasons. Yeah. Okay. But a lot of them aren't. Like, most of the swords are actual metal. It's just the pole arms are not, because the problem is that if you're wearing armor, if you get struck by a pole arm, even if it is blunt, you're fucked. It hurts. It'll kill you. So that's the one thing that they don't have, is the pole arms are actually a little bit more flexible. So they'll use not like dead hardwood, they'll use, like softwood so that it bends on the strike just a little bit. But that's the most unrealistic thing.
I'm a big fan of softwood. Because it wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, because it wouldn't kill you if you got hit in the head with a pole arm. Yeah, so really cool, actually. I mean, I'd recommend it. I do a lot of watching that stuff. I've actually been in a couple longsword duels before.
I believe that.
Yeah, very fun. Would recommend.
One of my coworkers, man, he's like 45 years old, really into like the medieval fair stuff.
Oh yeah.
When he goes to like Mississippi to go in these like big like
he does HEMA tournaments.
Yeah.
Yo, what a legend.
Well, like they'll go in like battle formations and they'll like attack each other.
Yeah, recommend me to this dude. I love that stuff.
I think you might have met him. His name is Tim.
I have no clue.
Big guy. Big guy. Beard. He
Is he the Taskmaster that you talk about, or no?
Taskmaster?
Yeah, the dude that
he did teach me some Klingon. This man.
Oh, okay, so he's straight wacky. That's good.
Yeah, no, but he's enjoying his life.
All right. We're running out of time, Hudson. You know what we got to talk about? We got to talk about Pepsi Navy.
Pepsi Navy.
Go. Pepsi Navy. All right, speed round. Back in the day, in the 1980s, Nikita Khrushchev and Richard Nixon were talking about stuff. And,
in the Navy.
Anyway, Khrushchev drank Pepsi.
In the Navy.
Khrushchev liked Pepsi.
In the Navy.
And then Khrushchev and Pepsi strike a deal. Khrushchev says, I give lots of vodka, you give lots of Pepsi. But when the deal was running out, Russia didn't have enough vodka to exchange for all the Pepsi.
What? Really? That must be a lot of Pepsi.
They bought a lot of Pepsi. So, they couldn't pay for the Pepsi. So what happened was they traded naval vessels. They traded 17 submarines, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer to PepsiCo. For Pepsi. $3 billion worth of Pepsi was traded for those naval ships.
I am very... Just the thought of Pepsi made me burp, bro.
Yeah, wow. I don't like Pepsi that much. I wouldn't give away my Navy for Pepsi.
Says you. You don't have your priorities straight. Anyway, we'll see you next time on the In the Closet podcast.
Dudes in the Closet podcast.
Eldritch Radio.
Yeah. Is that... Okay.
No, we're not. Catch y'all later.
Arrivederci.